In today's hyper-connected world, our lives are increasingly intertwined with the digital realm. We shop online, bank online, and connect with friends and family online. This digital transformation has brought about immense convenience, but also unprecedented risks to our privacy. Every click, every transaction, every interaction leaves a digital trail, a trail that can be exploited if it falls into the wrong hands. Privacy is not just about hiding secrets, it's about control. It's about having the right to decide who has access to your information, how it's used, and for what purposes. Think of it like your home. You have a door for a reason. You decide who you let in and who you keep out, but an integral part of every stage of data handling. The protect phase of the privacy operational lifecycle is where the rubber meets the road. It's about putting in place concrete safeguards to prevent unauthorized access, use, disclosure, alteration, or destruction of personal information. Imagine a medieval castle with layers of defenses, a moat, strong walls, guarded gates. Similarly, protecting data requires a multi-layered approach, encompassing technical, administrative, and physical controls. Technical controls are like the castle's drawbridge and portcullis. They include things like encryption, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems. Encryption scrambles data, making it unreadable without the decryption key. Firewalls act as barriers, controlling incoming and outgoing network traffic. Intrusion detection systems monitor for suspicious activity and alert administrators to potential threats. Administrative controls are like the castle guards, enforcing rules and procedures. These include policies for password management, access control, and employee training. Strong passwords, regularly updated, are crucial. Access control ensures that only authorized individuals have access to sensitive information. In the digital age, we want it all seamless functionality and ironclad security. We want our devices to be smart, intuitive, and easy to use, but we also want our data to be protected from prying eyes. Striking the right balance between these competing demands is crucial. Too much security, and you risk creating a system so cumbersome and difficult to use that it becomes unusable. Imagine having to enter a complex password every time you want to check your email or make a phone call. On the other hand, too much emphasis on functionality without adequate security is like leaving the castle gates wide open. The key is to find the sweet spot, the point where security is strong enough to deter threats but not so overwhelming that it hinders usability. This requires careful planning, design, and implementation, taking into account the specific needs and risks of each system or application. ID number. Authentication is about proving you are who you claim to be. Section 6, Data Policies and Frameworks, the guardians of your information. Imagine a library without any rules or organization. Books would be scattered everywhere, making it impossible to find what you're looking for. Data policies and frameworks are like the library cataloging system, providing structure and order to the way data is collected, stored, used, and shared. Data policies are like the library's rules and regulations. They outline what data can be collected, how it should be handled, who has access to it, and for what purposes. They provide clear guidelines for employees and contractors, ensuring that everyone is on the same page when it comes to data privacy and security. Data frameworks are like the library's organizational structure, providing a roadmap for implementing and managing data protection measures. They offer a set of best practices, standards, and guidelines that organizations can adopt and adapt to their specific needs and risk profile. One well-known data protection framework is the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. It provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for organizations of all sizes to manage and reduce cybersecurity risks. Section 7. Data Lifecycle Management from Creation to Secure Disposal. Data, like any living organism, has a life cycle. It's born, it lives, and eventually it dies. Managing data throughout its entire life cycle is crucial for ensuring privacy and security. This is where Data Lifecycle Management, or DLM, comes into play. DLM is a comprehensive approach to managing data from its data should be anonymized or pseudonymized whenever possible. Data sharing introduces additional risks. Section 8. Privacy by design, baking privacy into the digital world. Imagine a house built without any windows. Sure, it might provide a sense of security, but it would also be incredibly dark and suffocating. That's what it's like to design technology without privacy in mind. Privacy by design, or PBD, is a philosophy that advocates for incorporating privacy considerations into the design and development of technologies, systems, and processes from the very beginning. It's about baking privacy into the DNA of the digital world rather than treating it as an afterthought. Think of it like building a house with privacy in mind from the start. You'd include features like curtains, blinds, and frosted glass to control visibility and give occupants a sense of privacy. Similarly, PBD encourages developers to incorporate privacy-enhancing features into their products and services from the ground up. One of the key principles of PBD is data minimization, which means collecting only the data that's absolutely necessary for the intended purpose. Enter into online forms.